You know, the one thing is some lines of work may dissipate with time, but I don't think we're going to find a way to survive without eating.
The problem today is not as much as do we have enough food to eat. The problem is, do we have the right type of food to eat? Do we have the right balance of calories and protein and micronutrients and vitamins, etc.?
Specific communities that have more or less the same bacteria colonies because they eat the same food, they are in the same environment, and they may be prone as a community to specific diseases. So if we could identify those characteristics for the community, then we can find ways either through nutrition or medication or a combination of the two to address a disease that is really hindering that particular community.
The greatest problem right now for attacking the problem of how do we optimize food relative to brain health, brain function, is we're still dealing with an academic structure that's heavily siloed, and we have ownership of areas when that's not the way nature works.
You need to look at the human being overall. There may be dietary patterns, dietary factors that may lower risk of one disease but actually increase risk of another. And so it's important to have a more global, comprehensive approach to looking at good health.
Ultimately, we have an approach to science that tends to be very reductionistic. We look at little snippets of things and then we extrapolate from there. We need to move our science more into the real world, and that's a real world of time and change, dimensionality, spatiality. Those are real challenges.
Picture 3 circles within an Olympic symbol. 3 core circles are agriculture, nutrition, health and nutrition. Right in the middle of that is food and water safety, and right smack in the bullseye, in my view anyway, and many others, is aflatoxin.
It's really 40 countries that are impacted. If we showed you a slide of highly impacted countries, you would see those in Southeast Asia, Guatemala significantly affected, some South American countries, and the majority of the continent of Africa. Now, this is a toxin that you can neither see, you can't smell it, it's not distinguishable by smell, and you can't taste it. So you know you have fungus, but you don't know that it's aflatoxin contaminated.
I would encourage all of you out there to go back to where you go to and say, I just heard about aflatoxin, well, what are we going to do about it? And by raising that awareness between us all, we will solve this problem in these countries around the world that suffer immeasurably because of this plague.
The longer we wait to get serious ourselves about these problems and address them seriously, the more costly and less effective the solutions are likely to be. It's true for a stitch in time, and it's true for these bigger projects as well.